And what is wisdom normally? Wisdom can be considered in a few definitions. One, as the strategic application of knowledge. Well, this is consistent with philosophy and science. The strategic application of knowledge, the whole essence is in order to make more profit, to get greater results. And so that's in holistically on the philosophical aspect and the scientific aspect, because in science, the key word there is knowledge. And so the strategy is an amplifier of the word knowledge. And this strategic application of knowledge is what this philosophy defines as wisdom, is what science considers as wisdom. But we're going to also go back. Why are we looking at this like this? Why would the science be thinking that this is right? Because ordinarily, the knowledge on itself has a definition, and the definition of knowledge is considered as the acquisition of skills. And again, this is both philosophical and scientific. But you see, they are also consistent with the written word. But you know, while we progress in these definitions, we'll be able to give context to it as a believer. And so, having made references following philosophy and science, we're going to drift further as we go. Now, number 2 is the ability to apply knowledge and experience and to make good judgment. Now, you can have knowledge, you can also have experience, but you're not able to make good judgment. So you are deficient in good judgment. And if you're deficient in good judgment, because you can see there are 3 variables to consider. Number 1 is the ability to apply knowledge. So number 1 is knowledge. And the number 2 is experience. And the third one is good judgment. I'm going to have to put these two words as one, good judgment. As knowledge is in the definition, yes, which is consistent with scientific definition. Now, experience is the one that is out of the place. It's not been there. Now, the third one is good judgment. You can have knowledge and perhaps experience, but lacking in good judgment. Now, what is good judgment? Good judgment is any judgment that is consistent with what is written. Any judgment that does not deprive anyone of peace. Any judgment that does not deprive anyone of what they have, their inheritance, their heritage. And so this application of knowledge, your knowledge and experience, the knowledge you have acquired and experience over time in having good judgment, maybe as a teacher, maybe as a husband, maybe as a wife, maybe as a pastor, maybe as a scholar, maybe as a head of a home, maybe as a head of a community, maybe as a head of a village, maybe as a head of an institution, even a country or organizations. And so if you're not able to apply this knowledge and your experience with time, and if you don't put these two together to arrive at a good judgment, then that is not wisdom. You can have knowledge and you can have experience, but can't give good judgment. So there's no wisdom. You're not wise. You only have knowledge. And what is the use of knowledge if not applied? It's rather useless, don't you think so? If you have knowledge and you don't apply it, that knowledge is a waste. It is useless. It is like someone who knows how to read a book and does not read, and the other person who does not know how to read a book and does not read. The two of them, they all have the same result. And so if you have knowledge and experience and yet you're not able to faction out or to dish out good judgment, then you're lacking in good judgment. This knowledge and experience does not profit you anything. And so if it had profited you something, it would have been said to be wisdom. And so because it is lacking in good judgment, wisdom is lacking. Praise the Lord.